Hi, today we're gonna make a herringbone background. It's gonna be similar to this, but I've chosen different papers because I'm trying to use up all the bits left over from my Thoughtful Journeys paper. And I thought this would be a perfect way to use it up. Oh, so I am going to start with a 4 by 5¼ inch piece of basic white paper. And then I forgot to grab this. I'm going to use my Creative Station because I have it. But if you don't have that, you can use tape runner to put adhesive all over the paper. You could use a slow drying liquid glue. You could use adhesive sheets, or you could put adhesive on each of the pieces you're putting on the background as you make it. But since I have this, I'm going to use it. And this just makes it, I mean, you don't have to put adhesive all over the back. Like I said, you could just put it on each of the strips. This just makes it a little easier when you're laying everything down. Okay. Now I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting. I don't normally do this in my videos, but this one's going to require me to cut as I go. And since I've chosen these sheets, I think I need about 2 inches of, oops, that's a 1/4 inch. Well, that's going to throw me off. I need about 2 inches of each of the sheets. And you just want something that everything kind of looks good. The colors look good together. I mean, you can use different sizes. I have definitely done that where I've made backgrounds with different size strips. This one I just decided to go with everything is a 1/2 inch because that's what I felt like. I do have this example where I started with a 1/4 inch and then I did 1/2 inch. Then I embossed it, but the embossing folder was too deep that for me, I didn't want the white showing because it showed the white core of the paper. But then I decided, well, if it's going to show the white core, I might as well get a sanding block out. This is like for nails. And I just sanded over it to show more of it. And at some point I'll finish that off. Okay, there's 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do 4 of each and then we'll see if I need more. And then I think I might go with the solid. Don't put it on here yet. That would be bad. It's hard to move once it's down. I'm gonna start with 2 of those and see how many I need as I go. Okay, gonna move that to the side. I will need that. So I'm gonna start by putting down one of the strips diagonally, just to make sure it gets over each of the edge. That was really close. And then I'm going to put 1/2 of it, or cut the next side in 1/2. And then cut that off. And I'm going to use the same piece on this side, just to start it out. Okay, that's my starting point. And then you create a herringbone pattern. And I've decided to keep each of them the same. You can do any number of patterns, papers with it. I just decided to make it, you know, kind of look more uniform like this one and this one. Okay, we just keep alternating which edge we do and then butt it up next to it. And it's easiest if it has a straight edge. And since I cannot cut straight, I always trim it. Okay, there's that section. And I'm going to trim as I go so that I can keep reusing these papers. Whoops. Might have to pull out the guillotine to fix that one at some point. Okay, see if I can, oh, this one was over here. See if I can keep the papers together. We'll see. Eventually they're gonna all look the same to me. Okay. Now, I like going along the edge. I mean, it really doesn't matter, the long edge here. I like one of them to be the long one. And then I'm gonna use these because I wanted this section. Then we alternate again. And then here. And then looks like I need some more of the Blackberry Bliss one. It's not at 1/2 inch. Caught myself that time. And if I feel like it, I can just pull in some of the other papers or pieces that I have. Just depends on what I feel would look good there. Sometimes the hardest part is getting it butted right up against the edge, right after picking the colors, of course. Okay, then I'm gonna use this one, and each time we alternate the direction that we're putting it in. And then this one, because it's just sitting there. Okay, oops. Next, I'll cut this off. And yes, even sticks to supposedly non-stick scissors. I even cleaned those. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna set those over there for now. Let's go. I think I have lost track of which ones go with which one. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, those go together. This one goes here. It gets challenging after a point if they're too similar, but that's okay. As long as the colors all seem to go together, it'll be just fine. Next section. You'll end up with these little bits, which can come in handy when you have a very tiny little section, which we might hear. There's that. No, I don't think that's going to be quite big enough. This one might. Let's cut that. Gets harder as they get smaller. And then I'm going to stick that and rub it down with my finger. Cut off the excess. And then we move on to the last section. At this point, I'm still trying to match it up. I picked very similar papers because I just liked how it looked. Okay. Now it's which ones are long enough. And I'm sure I've swapped them by now, but I still think it looks really pretty. Okay, make sure I get it butted into the corner. And if you don't, just put something over it. Embellishment opportunity. I think I'm gonna use the Blackberry Bliss one since I have two of those. And then there we go, and almost done. you do need your trimmer handy. I mean, unless you can cut straight. I cannot. Okay. There we go. And so that's our background. Whether that's up, doesn't matter. Whichever you prefer. I'm going to move the trimmer out of the way and pull out the card base. And look at all these pieces that I can make another card with. So much fun for the remnants. Although I have to say my favorite is definitely embossing these. It really locks them in, but my favorite embossing folder for this is the Subtles Stampin' Ups from ages ago, which you can't get anymore. So I'm not going to use it. Okay, I like how that looks. I am going to put that on. And then we'll finish it off with the terrific toadstools. I like more Blackberry Bliss. I want that to show. It's one of my favorite colors. Okay, so now, as I did this one with Pretty Peacock, now we'll do my stamping with Blackberry Bliss. Got my sentiment. I'll likely send these to my kids in the fall when they're back at college. They're almost home for the summer. Can't believe it. There we go. And then I will need a little, okay, that's not quite big enough for me to hold. There we go. A piece of Blackberry Bliss cardstock. Okay. So I'm going to punch out the toadstool top, whatever that happens to be called. Oh, I have a hard time lining up punches. There we go. So there's that. And then I need the little stem. There's one on my floor somewhere, because the first one I punched flew somewhere. No idea where it is. And then for this, I'll put those there. Pull in the die cut machine. And I'm going to use the biggest banner from Stylish Shapes. Oh, and I wanted to set it over to the right so that I can put the toadstool on the left. Send that through, making sure not to have the straight edge go through straight. There we go. Keep my tape for next time. Put that to the side. And we're almost done. It is such a quick and easy card. And I think it looks so cute. And at least one in the middle. And then need one on the back. Whoops, I got two. Two will not fit. Whoops. Yes, packings get everywhere. Okay, I am going to put it right there. And it's still there. And then this, maybe I will do that first, because it's hard to glue that down when I'm still moving the topper. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to pull out the fine tip one. Yep, I want this side down. I just like how that looks better. we go. And then I'm going to finish it off with the iridescent foil gems. If I can get them out of the package. There we go. One, two, three. And there is my herringbone background card. Thanks for watching.